Good morning and welcome, Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason on this Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. I hope it finds you well out there. Our toll-free number, 800-951-0592. It is Fed Day today. Everybody get ready. Is it going to be 25 basis points? Is it going to be 50 basis points? I think it's more about the meeting or the conference after. Is it going to be dovish? Are they going to indicate more rate cuts? Are they going to let you know, just kidding, we didn't really care about inflation, but we wanted to pretend that we did? I've got that feeling, right? They're going to cut it and try to be tough about it and lie about what's coming, but that's okay. You know how to make money because we keep telling you how, right? Get your gold and silver put away. Get yourself into Texit. Big meeting tonight in Phoenix. This is for Phoenix at Barrio Brewing, where we have most of our meetings, 5:30 to 8. This is about as close to mandatory as it gets. I don't care what you're doing. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. You got your anniversary, right? Take care of business. But if you're just going to be sitting at home because you're like, I don't need to. No, you need. This is going to be huge. I have a ton of updates. Everybody that is with us in Texit, you need to get on the exchange of your choice. I don't care if it's Coinbase. I don't care if it's Kraken. You have to get it done. Online banking is a requirement. So if you're not online banking, well, guess what? Get online banking because you're going to have to do it. And yes, do they take your Social Security number? Yep, they do. You got to give it to them, right? Are they going to make you hop on one leg while rubbing your belly and tapping your head? Yup. It's a pain in the you-know-what. Get it done. I don't know if you saw the price action. I've been warning you. I've been telling you. Here's the thing. We are so far ahead of schedule. It's incredible. As you know, we have been promoting this coin all over the world. And yesterday, continuing today, what do we got? The coin's at what? About $5.50 now. Yet you heard me right. It is blowing up. We are not doing it. We don't prop the prices up. We do, based on our liquidity, offer liquidity to the market. Well, that liquidity in the market's like $3.79, but yeah, we're obviously nowhere near that. Bobby yesterday was very, matter of fact. You better hurry up. Get all the TXE you can if you haven't signed up yet because you were worried. I get it. Because, gosh, if I Google it, there's 4 guys that say it's a scam. Pay no attention to the thousands and thousands that say it's not. But apparently, the crypto world is speaking. We have their attention. Right now, Bobby is in Singapore as we speak. Was just informed yesterday we will be one of the keynote speakers at the largest crypto conference in the world. Now, we were at Las Vegas. This makes Vegas look like, I don't know.
Small.
Like a party at your house, right? Versus what's going to be happening in Singapore over the next 2 weeks. We are on all the literature. We got banned. I mean, we're like walking around like top dog, just so you know. That's the type of billing. By the way, it was interesting, Bobby, when they flew out to Singapore. Of course, Bobby flew first class because, he's crypto rich, right? That's how you roll when you're crypto rich. And there was a lady, and she was a foreigner. And they got to talking, because you're on the plane forever, right? And what do you do, this, that, the other? And obviously this lady was very well-to-do. And Bobby said, I'm in crypto. Which one? And Bobby said, Texit. And she's like, I'm in crypto. And Bobby's like, oh, really? What one? And she goes, I don't know. My guy at J.P. Morgan handles it. By the way, he's the number 3 guy at J.P. Morgan. This is what she says. I don't know. You know what's so funny? When they're getting off the plane, the woman comes up to him and said, hey, by the way, I texted my banker friend, my investment guy, the number 3 guy at J.P. Morgan, about Texit. And as she showed Bobby the response from him, you know what it said? Red hot is what the text from J.P. Morgan, alleged number 3 guy. Yeah, I think we've gotten people's attention. Yeah, you think? I think so. We'll be back. 800-951-0592. Patriot Radio News Hour again. As close as you can get to a mandatory meeting tonight in Phoenix. Barrio Brewing Company inside the Deer Valley Air Park, 7th Avenue Inn and Deer Valley. Bring somebody. Bring somebody. I have huge news to come. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. It is Fed Day. Let me give you an update on the markets. The Dow's up 300. The S&P's down 3. The Nasdaq's down 100. The 10-year note 404. We'll see what have crude oil's flat around $64. Gold yesterday, a new all-time record high. Right now, gold's down $3 at $36.89. $36.89. So right below 3,700. Of course, TV gold's way above that. Silver way off the bottom here. Hey, it's so funny. I guess silver's new bottom's like $41.50. That's probably the new bottom. Over $42. Guys, I'm just going to say this, okay? I'm just going to read off some prices. $20 gold, $37.95. That's like, wow. You're thinking, what, $109, $108, $107, however the math works. Over spot. It's still a huge deal. $10 pieces, $2,000. $5 pieces, $1,000. Wow, it's crazy. But we said we were doing metals plans yesterday, and my wife was like, she had to do a double take on the $5 Liberties, right? She's like, wow, $1,000, yeah, $1,000, and that's a great price. Just telling you, that's a great price. I do have some 2025 Silver Eagle rolls, $995 at 800-951-0592. I'll just say this. All prices subject to change after Jay Powell comes out, after the Fed comes out. My guess, this is just me guessing, I think it's going to be 25 basis points, and, hey, we may cut again. I think that's the most likely scenario, followed by 50 basis points. It's going to be one or the other. I think if they do 50 basis points, they may talk tough. I think it's really, believe it or not, it's not. I don't think it's about the size of the cut today. I think it's about the talk afterwards. Are they going to just concede on inflation? And yesterday, we were off yesterday. We had some technical difficulties, couldn't be helped, but we had retail sales out yesterday. It was really good. I mean, it was in line with what we think inflation is, right? So they're admitting to 3%, right? We know it's 6%, and retail sales was up, 0.6%. So that's kind of what we would figure it would be. They said a lot of cars. People were buying a lot of cars. That's what they said. So we'll wait and see on that, and then we'll get into what he says tomorrow. But as we do on most Wednesdays, we're going to talk about where Texas is heading. Obviously, we are now way ahead of schedule. We weren't expecting, really, we were over $6 at one point yesterday. That's, by the way, there's been a lot of people talk, there's no liquidity in this coin and not all that other nonsense. The last 24 hours, almost $1.4 million worth of TXE has been bought and sold, and it's just the beginning. Just the beginning. I told you we are getting ready to go on to our new exchange. That has changed. Now it looks like we're going to be added to several new exchanges. You heard me right. One of the things as you move up the crypto list is you have to be on 3 or more exchanges. Well, guess what, guys? We're going to be. Matter of fact, we're going to be over the number. And by the time we're done, we'll be on pretty much every exchange. I think that has part to do with the move. By the way, the 2 other mega mines have arrived. I told you they were coming. They're getting ready to get on rail cars to head to Dallas. In the next, let's just say by the end of October, we will be running well over 10 million mega hash in the mine that you guys and all of us have helped build. I've been talking to you a little bit about step 2. I don't want to get too far ahead because the first step, the mine has to get built, right? We've been telling you, a month ago, I was telling you sometime late next year the mine would be full. And then I was told, Joe, stop saying that. And I was like, you think it's going to be longer? And that was my reaction, right? And they're like, oh, no, it's going to be full by February. Well, guys, I don't think it's going to take that long. The mine may be full before the end of the year. Just be ready. Yesterday, for a Tuesday, we set a record for number of miners on a Tuesday, right? 400 plus miners in a single day. There is a lot of things happening very, very quickly, but that is first and foremost. Stop sitting on your hands. Listen, if you still, I get it. Do you think, honestly, do you think I would risk my reputation on something that was, I don't know, some scam or something that had a low chance of success? Are you kidding me? Not a chance on your life. We're not allowed to. Well, I guess I'm allowed, but why refi? They can't talk about it because they only can tell you about this helping the kids out because the SEC said, hey, we don't like it. What a great investment, everyone that's been in Y refi. How great has it been for you guys? Every single person who's called and said, man, this is the best thing I ever did.
We're going to try to bring it back. We're going to try to bring it back to the airways.
We're working on it, but they've got some limitations. Even if you took $995, throw your hat in the ring. We weren't kidding about our path to 16. That timeline has now been sped up because the market is saying We think this may be, are we? I don't know. It's too early to say, are we the next hot coin? It's very possible. What has been happening over the last, say, 5 days is none of our doing. It went from 275 to, well, let's call it 575 today.
375
right? On its own.
375.
Well, no. To be fair, the move from 275 to 370, that wasn't us either.
Right, but that was last week. That was last week.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying in the last 5 days, we've gone from about 275 to 560. Let's call it a week. We'll call it a week. I don't know exactly when it went, but it's not us.
It was within the week. Yes, it's within a week. Because Friday we saw the big push on Friday, and then Monday night started the push that we're seeing now. I mean, Joe's good at giving the information out, but Joe's got a lot more excitement than he's putting on the air today. Joe's informing you, and he wants you to understand. But I had a rare call with Joe yesterday in the evening. We don't call each other at night. There was a lot of excitement going on the phone call. Yep. Let's just say this. Yep. On Monday evening, the coin started moving. And then Joe and I, we had the technical issues. We couldn't do a show yesterday. Mike Morris texts me in the late morning before noon, and it was 4:08. I didn't have a chance to even – I was so busy. I couldn't even respond to Mike. And then it got to the afternoon, and it was in the 4:30s and 4:40s, and it just kept going. And I'm looking right now, Joe, it just went to 560 while you were talking. Now it's at 567, and that's the average price that's on the app. If you have your Texas Wallet app, it's creeping up again. And here's the one thing I want to say, Joe. This is me. I did not hear the story of Bobby Gray and the connection to the third highest at J.P. Morgan. What day was that? What day did that happen?
Well, they were flying to Singapore. So that would have been, in our terms, Monday. Well, they were in the air on Monday, U.S. Monday. That is when that conversation took place.
When this whole thing started pushing really fast Monday evening, all it takes is one conversation to the right guy with the deep pockets, and suddenly big players with big money want to get involved, and they don't really care about the mining. They probably haven't even learned about it. But they looked at the chart suddenly because the guy, Bobby Gray, was talking to somebody connected to a banker, and now suddenly the coin is moving. We can't control who buys it, right, Joe? And when people learn about this, it's just going to move faster and faster. You guys need to have some urgency. I think everybody can win getting into the space as it stays strong, but the enormous gains that can be had, that slowly dissipates as $5 goes to $6 goes to $7 goes to 10. The enormous gains, I mean, the stuff that Joe's been talking about for months, the life-changing money, it'll still be great money, but Joe, we may have created here at the radio station over there in Arizona, we may have created a whole bunch of millionaires. The ones, if they keep their stuff in Texas coin and don't sell the coins right away, the multiplying factor of these gains is going to make people very wealthy. And it's not a fantasy, Joe. It's a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a bad thing. Who doesn't want to get rich quick? It's a get-rich-quick scheme. It was rigged to go to $16. Those are terms that people, oh, no, I don't like something that's rigged. Well, rigged is also another word for planned. It was planned to go to $16 in February. And now people are figuring it out, and they want the get-rich-quick scheme, and they want to get themselves rigged to $16. And here it is, Joe. It's just waiting for you to sign up. If you're still one of those guys on the fence, Joe, it's like it's your decision. But we've made our decision, Joe.
Mandatory, again, meeting in Phoenix. Get there. 5:30 to 8, Barrio Brewing, 7th Avenue, Deer Valley. It is in the Deer Valley Airport itself. We are not going to be in the room that we are normally in. We'll be in the back corner. You'll find us. Get there. You'll get a huge amount more detail than what I'm going to give out today. When we get back, I want to talk about Layer 2 for a minute. Because this is, listen, The coin's going to $16. It's probably going to 50, 100, 1,000. But how does it stay there? Right? That's really the thing. How does it stay there? We call that layer 2. Community dollars is kind of a simple rallying point. When people say, hey, what's the utility? I want to share this with you. And this is a testament to the reach of the community that is Texit and the community that Jason, me, and Mike Morris have built. You won't believe the story I'm going to tell you next. 877-536-1360. You guys can go ahead and text that number with questions, and I'll try to get to them as best I can. Hello, is there a slowdown at the TXC help desk? Yes and no. So if you guys know, you got to be a little patient. They just brought on 5 more employees, and they've got, I think, 4 more in training. So it should, they're doing their best to get caught up. If it's something urgent, reach out to us here at the 800 number at Patriot, and we'll see what we can do. I can't promise anything. So, but they will get it. They will fix it. They will make it right. They always have. But they are, listen, it's not due to lack of effort. They are literally hiring people as fast as they can.
And let me add to that, because I've seen a slowdown, but not a stopping, and they're not ignoring anybody. The people that I tell to go to the help desk, and I only tell people to go to the help desk for stuff that Joe and I and Mike can't do. Once, there's certain things that have to be onboarded and done and changed in Texas, and the help desk is, fortunately and unfortunately, the only way to go. I have seen response times a little slower, but they're still happening. It's up to you if you want to put a little more urgency. Sometimes if it's been 2 days, send a second. What I like to do is I send a second. I go to the first message I sent, and I say, hey, are you still there? Or, hey, just checking in. And then I'll send an independently a second one. I don't know exactly how it works there, Joe, but I just pretend like all the messages they're getting are in a hat, and they're picking them out one at a time. And if you have 2 messages in there, you might have a better shot at getting the answer. I've been told through Mike that the coins, the cold storage coins, are taking a minimum of 3 weeks to get there. Yeah,
they got really, really behind on that. And I'll just say this: if it's been a month or more, email the help desk.
Yep.
Because that's too long. How do you get added to the Telegram group? That is in your welcome email. That is how you get added to Telegram. I highly suggest you do it. You get a ton of information out there. And how do you contact the help desk? Well, that's probably one of the very, very easiest thing. Whatever you use for email, go out there and hit the compose button, and it is the word help at mine, M-I-N-E, like a coal mine, gold mine, mine, TXC.com. Help at mine, MINETXE.com. That's really all that you need to do to get out to the help desk. So all great questions there. I want to get to the story. So what comes next, right? And you hear all these people saying that what's your utility? And there's, this is just pump and dump. There's no strategy. You guys don't even tell us what your development is, and the guys working on your development. You're right. See, here's the thing. That's when you have to borrow money from the big banks, right, and funding your mine and doing all this crap, right? Oh, you gotta have, where's your white paper and blah, blah, blah. And you put a bunch of fluff out there and you act like you've done something. We haven't borrowed money from anybody. We don't have to waste our time proving to the bankers we know what we're doing, because we do. And I've been telling you about Layer 2. I've been telling you how mayors in Texas are lining up. If you're on Telegram, you actually see all the servers that we're going to be putting in the, I don't know what they call it, wherever the headquarters are of your city, right? Wherever your mayor is. City Hall, right? City Hall, right? Put it in City Hall. Just so happens, this tells you the craziness of the downline of Jason, myself, and Mike Morris. We reach people everywhere. I can't even tell you how many people from Texas are in our downline. I mean, dozens of them. I was on the phone with one of them, who, by the way, had done a 27-pack. You know, the biggest one. And he had signed up some friends of his and was asking me questions. And this was on Monday. I was going to tell you the story yesterday, but we weren't on the air. And so I was explaining stuff to him, and we were going over the Layer 2. And I was telling him, I go, all these towns, they all have at least one event. For Colorado, I can speak to Johnstown has like 5 every year, right?
Yep.
All these trying to get excitement, get the community involved. And there's always 2 problems. Every mayor will tell you, yeah, we spend all this money, and yeah, it's great. The people love it. People from 2 towns, 3 towns, 4 towns overcome. But most of the money leaves because the vendors aren't from here. The people that provide this and provide that, they live somewhere else. And some of the businesses love it because, okay, well, at least I got extra traffic for a few days. Some don't like it because they're like, well, gosh, the traffic, no one's going to see me today because the event's going on. Well, we have a solution for them. Instead of people using their debit cards and their credit cards, it'll just be, how about having them scan a QR code that's attached that easily can put some money into this QR code. They spend the money at the event, and when they go home, now they got a few bucks left, right? Got a few bucks. This guy's got a few bucks. This guy's got a few bucks. Some people up, the kids were acting up. We're out of here. They may have $20, $30 left. That was gone. That was going to never be spent in the past. Not anymore. But I'm going to tell you about a conversation I had with this guy when we returned. 800-951-0592. That's the number to call to get your gold and silver put away. That is the number to call to sign up for Texit Coin. I hope you do, guys. This thing is a rocket ship. But we're talking about what comes after we build out the mine. We're talking about Layer 2 and community currencies. These mayors dying to get in. So they pre-buy coins on the market. People come and before the event happens, they collect interest. Yeah. And then it'll be connected to a stable coin. And the city gets to collect the interest. The event happens. People use their phones. They download the apps. They pay for all their stuff. They go home. And they still have a few bucks. Some more than others. You guys know how this goes. Well, guess what? The town collects all the interest on that unspent money. And all the businesses within the town come and spend your dollars with us. And they could offer rewards. Hey, buy $50, we'll give you 5% free, and on every business in Johnstown or every business in Glendale will take it. Think about it, guys. We've been talking about how to keep money local for how long? Anyway, I'm explaining this to one of my customers in Texas. And he says to me, hey, Joe, you may not know this, but I'm the mayor of town blah, blah, blah. I won't say the town because then you'll know who it is, and I don't want you to know. And I said, you're kidding me. He goes, we've been talking about doing stuff like this forever. How do we keep money local? How do we attract people to come? This is incredible. I want in. How do I get in? How do I become one of the mayors to get in? And he's in Texas, and I set him up with Bobby. The rest is going to be history. I can't give a better testimonial. Right here, I didn't even know the guy was the mayor. I had no idea. And I was just having this conversation with him. And the way it resonated really spoke to me, because I'm like, man, this is how these mayors. Now, is it every mayor in the country? I don't know. I only know one mayor, and I didn't even know I knew him. And he's like, dude, this is awesome. I want it. We need it. This is going to be great for our town. Guys, this is the real deal. We are going to be launching. Well, now we didn't plan on it. Listen, we were not even going to this event, right? Bobby was going to go. Some of them were going to go just as a spectator. And this thing started catching fire. Then we bought a booth. All right, so we'll kind of be there. Next thing you know, we're like a platinum sponsor, and they asked us if we'd give a 15-minute address. Do we plan on this being duplicated all over Asia? We do. Believe me, crypto is way farther ahead over there than it is here. That's why it's so hard, like Coinbase and Kraken and you know what? They hate the United States because they got too many rules, right? They do. We do. We know that. But they're getting better. They're getting better. Just today, I thought, this could be an SEC violation. What are you talking about? It's nonsense. It's an SEC violation if you commit fraud, which we aren't. But even today, I don't know if you guys saw this. The SEC said, hey, if we think maybe some of these cryptos are doing something that they shouldn't do, we're going to give them a call. And we'll talk about it, and then they can just correct whatever it is that they don't like. Yeah, we're not going in with the big hammer like they would in the past. So if that's holding you up, no. As of today, that looks like that's over. Jason, I think this is something where a lot of people now are figuring out, hey, wait a minute, these guys, first of all, this isn't a scam. It's not a pump and dump. It's not a pyramid, right? They're actually building this mine. Look how fast it's growing. We might be at 27,000 miners today. We're going to be close to 30,000 miners on Monday. By the end of listen, before October is over, we'll be way past 50,000 miners. And by the way, that's the end of BOGO hash. By the way, if you're not after miner 50,000, there is no BOGO hash. But
that's coming faster and faster, isn't it?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Listen. There is a very real possibility the mine is sold out before the end of December. Just telling you that right now. I hope you decide, hey, this may be worth the risk. Now I'm, 16. I kept saying 16's in the bag. I don't know, but boy, $100 almost feels like a layup right now based on the feedback that we are getting. We'll see what happens. Final segment coming up. 800-951-0592. 2005 Silver Eagles. We've got some. $9.95. $20 gold pieces. What are we at now? $37.95. Gold's just sitting here right around $36.90. We'll see what fireworks happen after the Fed announces what they are going to do with rates. Customer texted in, can you directly buy TXC with XRP? Great question. I want people to know. Uniswap, Uniswap. We have a wrapped version of TXC. Most other cryptos do as well. So the answer to the question is, if you go to Uniswap and XRP has a wrapped version of XRP, which I believe they do, then you can actually swap one for the other. Yeah. So another way to get your hands on more TXC. Right now, we are out of TXC. What does that mean? That means we had a spare amount that we always would try to keep on hand. Techs that would keep on hand, those are gone. Everything is being done in the marketplace. We're changing the app. So you used to be able to buy TXC from the dashboard. That will come back, but all it'll be is they'll act and buy it on the open exchange for you instead of you having to do it for yourself. I just say do it yourself. Do it yourself. And I've got news coming that will make things easier to do in the future. Tonight's meeting, right next to mandatory, Phoenix. You do not want to miss it. Believe me when I tell you there's going to be an incredible amount of information coming. Again, the Texit price has taken off. This is not anything that we have done. It is simply the market saying, now listen, maybe just made me saying, hey, there's an opportunity to make some money. That's my guess, right? Hey, opportunity to make some money, whatever it is spreading like wildfire. The opportunity to be a miner and get coins every single day diminishes, and it's diminishing very, very quickly. I do not think we will get to February. I would not be surprised if the mine is sold out before the end of this year. It's just incredible how fast things have changed. Remember, at $9.95, when the mine is full, that's 1/10 of a coin. 1/10 of a coin. Around 100,000 coins being produced a day. 1/10, you'd get 1/10 of a coin at $9.95. Well, I think $100 is in the bag. I don't know that, but that's what I think. Not bad. $10 a day. $10 a day. Now imagine if you bought a 9-pack. Right, you get 2 for free. It's $8,955 when the mine's full. You're making 1.1 coins a day at $100. You're making $40,000 a year. Guys, wake up! Life-changing money, but the window is getting ready to close. Call, get in. 800-951-0592.